Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said this on a number of occasions, and that is, I wished our enemies, players, could be playing for us and give our enemies some of our garbage players. For instance, I would give our enemies, I would give Blinken, I would give Karine Jean-Pierre, I will give Kirby, I will give Biden, I will give Kamala, and I would get I would get Lavrov, I would get Wang Yi, for instance, I would get Peter Giarto, foreign minister of Hungary, I would get Dr. Jai Shankar of India, foreign minister. I would get some of these ballsy guys, and smart and wise, that is, with knowledge. What's going on here? So sometimes I can't support certain actions or orders or policies coming from our team, or supposedly our team, against our enemies, because I look of how that's presented, by whom that is presented, and what is presented. And I can't support that. That's imbecilic. I mean, I don't go full retard in order to take the flag and start waving it and go to war wherever Zelensky tells me, or the media here in the United States of America, or in other places for that matter. I can't in good conscience. Therefore, I refuse. That's why I talk about things. One of those examples is here with Zelensky. I can't support Zelensky for many reasons. And one of the reasons that I will mention is right here. He's not right. Not like that, not right. He's right over there. But he's just what he's saying, it's a lie. And Ukrainska Pravda reports it as it is true. And I know that's not true. And I will provide you counter arguments to what they say to show you that it's not Russia spreading conflicts worldwide. But I think there's another guy called Al Capone who does that way better than Russia. And this is what Zelensky says. I can't support that because I know that's not true. Can you do that? Well, you're a free person. Pay your taxes. So, Ukrainska Pravda, Sunday, 7th of April 2024. Russia spreads conflicts worldwide, and Ukraine needs to stay relevant, according to Zelensky. Now, I can't support this guy and his message when he says that Russia spreads conflicts worldwide. Why? That's historical evidence. We have facts. We know them. We just have to turn some pages or do some clicks or bring it back from our memory if we have the information stored there and say it. And I will do that for you. Let me just read the first paragraph here in this article, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a list of Russia's interventions spreading conflicts and American interventions spreading conflicts. Here it is. Volodymyr Zelensky, president of Ukraine. I like that. I don't like that he's the president, but I like that he's not Ukrainian president, but he's the president of Ukraine, which he is to some Ukraine, because, some people were not allowed to vote, or at least did not vote, has stated that more efforts should be made so that Ukraine-related topics remain in the focus of the international community. That means propaganda keep moving. Since conflicts and instability spread around the world due to Russian investments. All right, so here is what Zelensky said, and there's more over there. The point is, Russia spreads conflicts worldwide. Okay, let's see. Let's start with what? Should we start with Afghanistan? 1979, 1980s, right? That was a straight intervention by Russia. Right there. Regime change. What do we have after that? I don't remember having anything in the 80s. And then we have in the 90s, I know they did not participate in another intervention, another conflict in Iraq. I know they didn't participate in another conflict in Yugoslavia. I know someone else who participated in both of these ones. I know that they participated in one in 2008 against someone who attacked South Ossetia, and that is Georgia, at the orders of the other guys who spread conflicts. Remember? It was not Russia who attacked Georgia. It was Georgia who attacked South Ossetia and killed some Russian peacekeeping troops that were mandated to be over there. It was not like the Russians sent them over there. They were legally stationed there. So again, I will not put that on Russia. What else? And then we go to Syria, right? Where they were invited by the legitimate government of Syria, Bashar al-Assad, right? And his government. They were legitimate, called in to help the so-called civil war. Spread by whom? Supported by whom? Not by Russia, by the free people. Where else did they do? What else did they do? They didn't intervene in Transnistria, if I remember correctly. That was something over there, right? You can put that if you want. I'm okay with that. And then you have Ukraine. Ukraine, where NATO, with its weapons installations, came to its borders year after year after year. Remember, the Russians asked NATO and the United States of America numerous times to sit down and negotiate a peaceful solution of Ukraine, saying you can't have this here. Then the guy says, yes, you can. So who's spreading what? Who's spreading, who's coming over, who's creeping towards you? Russia was creeping towards Ukraine, or the other guys were creeping towards Russia? And then, yes, they attacked in self-defense like another country. So now let's look at the other record of another country that brings Pax Romana, right? We have, I don't have to go to other little attacks by Reagan, right? Little invasions. No, I'm not going to consider those, Panama, wherever they invaded. I'm going to go to Iraq, right? Because we had to. Why? We were called to. Then we go to Yugoslavia. Then you go to Iraq. Then you go to Afghanistan. Then you go to Libya. Then you go to Syria, uninvited, and still occupying that. And now you have Ukraine, which I think I already made my point with. And then we're going to have the Middle East. They want Iran, and they're about to have it. They have the Houthis over there. That's a consequence of the support for someone else in the Middle East. Then you're going to have Taiwan. Again, we're supporting. Then you're going to have North Korea. And that's not all. That's not all. They're getting ready to help Guyana against bad Maduro of Venezuela. But hey, no. And then you have South Korea and Japan. And you're going to have Australia. And you got the Philippines. My God. I mean, who's in all this? Remember, everywhere, I would say almost everywhere, I would say 99% of the wars on this planet, you have one country that is consistently there. And that's not Russia. Can you guess what that country is? Which one is it? United States of America. And the lapdog, Great Britain, who got bankrupt after the Second World War and lost all its empire. But hey, they won the war. Good job. And you became a second-class power. Sorry. First, my bad. Remember, and they're like that. You don't see France, you don't see Germany around. You see United States and Great Britain. Mostly United States of America, that's the big player. Great Britain is, reflexive and coming out. I'm coming. Yeah, me too. It's something that who are we going to rob today? I'm going to give me some crumbs, boss. Yeah, I'm going to give you some crumbs. Some baby dolls too, after I use them. They're not gonna wash it, just gonna give it to you like that, unwashed. Right, baby dolls? All right, my friends? So what are these guys talking about? What is Zelensky talking about? How can I, in good, conscious, without playing full retard, not even half retard, agree with this guy? He's lying. That's a lie. It's a lie. And many, many like this. But I look on my enemy's camp. This kind of garbage. This kind of garbage. All right, my friends. That's it. It's just a little. I don't know. I can't do this, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Nobody's with anything around here or to say, yeah, well, he's the great. Until we get that point, I will keep saying what I think is true. And evidence is right there. The historical evidence is there. I mean, you can dig a little bit here and there, but if you're about to dig, look around the world. Look at who spreads conflicts worldwide. Russia spreads conflicts. Like where? In Ukraine? Who came to whom? Who overthrew an elected, legitimate government, democratically elected government in Ukraine? Whom? The Ukrainian people? Are you kidding me? We all know who did it. Who instigated. The guys who next day they recognize the legitimate guys who overthrew the legitimate government, democratically elected. Why did we go in Iraq eventually after all the lies? To bring freedom and democracy. And we immediately recognized a coup in 2014 in Ukraine. I mean, I can't lie. I don't want to lie for these guys. What do you want? I mean, we have recordings. Remember how they were picking the next leader of Ukraine after the coup? Victoria Nulandstein. It's audio. And how many other things that we don't know about. And I'm supposed to support that. We are hijacked. We are used, as I said many times, like hamsters, like little mice. I haven't seen big mice, but anyway, like mice on their little spinning wheel. They use our parents, our children's energy, which is work, to produce stuff so they can use in the military as an economic tool, as a political tool, against the hegemony, the big interest. And they let us live and sometimes allow us to say certain things. Sometimes they call us name. You don't hear the truth. You hear CNN and other garbage. And they use our military, our boys, us, for their interests. And we are rich. I mean, yeah, if you look relative to other people on this planet, yeah, we start from a different level, yes, of material richness, whatever. Not necessarily here or here. No. We don't start from. We're not ahead of anybody else with this and that. No, we're not. We eat something that, as I said many times, looks like food, smells sometimes like food, tastes sometimes like food, but it doesn't have any nutrition, not any. You know what kind of food we eat. And we have stuff. That's all we got, and then we work all day for that stuff. What do we have? Wasn't that poll like 60% of population, U.S. population? If you ask them 60 or 80, I think it was 60. 60% of the U.S. population, if you ask them to provide $400 right now out of their pocket, not credit card, nothing like that, for an emergency, they don't have it. 60%. That means you don't have $400. $400 for an emergency. 60% of the population or something like that. And we are rich? If you don't have any savings, how in the fuck are you rich? Oh, United States is rich and has the biggest debt? What? How can you be? Who's in charge of this? Who are those bankers? What do we pay the bankers? How come they got us by the ball? Who got us in the situation that we are, how should I put it, in debt, sold to those guys? How? What do they have? Do you think those guys have the gold? How did they get us there? Some weasel politicians, I would call them traitors, that we voted for, or others voted for. We keep voting for the same guys over and over. Why? Because the same guys are put forth for us to vote. They don't care. They don't have to rig anything. Just don't allow anybody else to participate. Garbage number one with garbage number two. Both garbage, as I said many times before, two twin brothers, two twins. One has the mustache, the other one doesn't have, or goatee or something. But they have the same parents behind, which are the big interests that sponsor them. The guys, the big interests that own the media. And then they put these guys, we elect them, they put their guys in the government. They write the school curriculum for us, for our children. They have the media, free media. Why? Because these guys own it. They have the Hollywood Stein right there. How can you fight against this? And if you try to homeschool your child, the same curriculum is there. Garbage. All this is right here. What can you do? Spread the word. Read. Understand. Dig. And speak out. And up. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Just this for now. Just this. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.